Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we pull back the curtain on Wall Street's biggest players and reveal what is really going on behind the spreadsheets and the smiles. Today we are diving deep into the Charles Schwab Corporation's latest report. And folks, it looks like Schwab dropped some financial news on us. Make sure you are subscribed and join our Discord community linked in the description below. Before we get into the gritty details, let's just say this report tells us about Schwab as performance up to the 30th of September of 2025 and gives us a peek into the company's financial health as of the 16th of October 2025. Schwab is a big player in the financial world and they have a few different types of stock that are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. We are talking about their common stock, the main shares of the company, and then they have two types of preferred stock which are like a step up from common stock in terms of getting paid. These are usually less risky. There is a Series D preferred stock and a Series J preferred stock. Think of them as different flavors of a special kind of stock that pays a fixed dividend. So who is the Charles Schwab Corporation? They are a major financial services company providing services like brokerage, banking, managed investment services, and more. Essentially, they help people and businesses manage their money and investments. They are a giant in the industry and movements in their financial reports can really move markets. Now let's get right to the heart of the matter. What did Schwab tell us about their money situation? They put out a press release on the 16th of October 2025 that talks about the money they made and spent for the 3 months ending the 30th of September 2025. Think of it as a quarterly financial checkup. This press release is attached to the report so we can see the details they shared with everyone. This press release is the real meat and potatoes of this filing. Companies like this put out these releases to tell investors, analysts, and the public how they are doing financially. It's their way of communicating their performance over a specific period. We are going to focus on what that press release revealed about their operations and their financial condition. The report lists their common stock and then their Series D and Series J preferred stocks. This shows us the different ways the company is structured financially and how investors can own a piece of Schwab. Preferred stock often comes with fixed dividend payments which can be attractive to certain investors looking for steady income. This part of the filing tells regulators and investors which of Schwab's securities are listed and traded on various stock exchanges. For Schwab, their common stock, which is what most people think of when they hear the company name, is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol Schwab. They also have depository shares for their Series D and Series J preferred stocks, also on the NYs. This just confirms their public availability for trading, and who signed off on this, making sure everything is accurate. This report is officially signed by Michael Videshi, Managing Director and Chief Financial Officer. This means he is the top financial person at Schwab, and he is attesting that the information in this report is true and correct to the best of his knowledge. It's like the captain of the ship signing off that the voyage logs are accurate. Now, looking at the financial aspects of this report, since Schwab is a financial institution, the numbers really tell the story. While this filing is a bit bare bones and focuses on the announcement of the press release itself would contain the detailed financial tables. Based on what we know about Schwab, typically their earnings announcements focus on key metrics like revenue from their various business segments, net income diluted earnings per S-share and assets under management. For instance, if we were to see the actual press release numbers, we might look at things like total net revenue. If that number increased compared to the same period last year, that is generally a good sign showing they are bringing in more money. Conversely, if it dropped, it would suggest they might be facing headwinds or increased competition. Another critical figure would be assets under management, or AUM for Schwab. This is a huge indicator of their success. As AUM grows, it means more clients are trusting Schwab with their money, which usually translates to more fee income for the company. A significant jump in AUM means a lot of new money flowing into their investment products and services. We also want to see their provision for credit losses. For a financial company, this is like setting aside money for potential bad loans or investments that might not pay off. If this number is increasing, it could signal that the economic outlook is looking a bit shaky, and they are bracing for potential defaults. On the flip side, a decreasing provision suggests they feel more confident about the economy and their clients' ability to repay debts. When we look at earnings per S-share or EPs, this is that net profit divided by the number of outstanding shares. This is a very closely watched metric by investors because it shows how much profit the company is making on each share of stock. A higher EPs typically means the company is more profitable and can be a driver for stock price increases. If EPS is declining, it might mean profitability is slipping. Considering Schwab's position in the market, they are in a very competitive space. They are up against other large brokerage firms and wealth management companies. Their strategy often involves offering a wide range of services from basic stock trading to complex wealth management solutions to attract a diverse client base. They also aim for competitive pricing, which can sometimes put pressure on profit margins but attracts more customers. What can we infer from this filing in its current form, which is essentially an announcement? It tells us that on the 16th of October 2025, Schwab officially communicated its third quarter financial results. We know from the structure of the report that the key financial details are contained in Exhibit 99.1, the press release. This indicates a standard reporting procedure. We can anticipate that the press release likely highlighted revenue growth, profitability, and key business drivers for the quarter. For Schwab, a company deeply tied to market performance, the environment of the third quarter of 2025 would be a major factor in their results. If markets were generally up, investors would likely be more active and willing to invest, leading to higher trading volumes and increased assets under management. If markets were volatile or down, it could lead to decreased activity and potentially lower revenues. Looking ahead from this October 2025 perspective, Schwab's ability to navigate changing interest rate environments, regulatory shifts, and technological advancements in the fintech space will be crucial. Their large customer base and established brand are significant strengths, but they need to continuously innovate and adapt to stay ahead of competitors. A key risk for them could be a slowdown in market activity or a general economic downturn, which would directly impact their revenue streams. In conclusion, this filing by the Charles Schwab Corporation serves as an official marker of their financial reporting, indicating they have released their third quarter results for 2025. While the filing itself is brief, it points to a more detailed announcement contained within Exhibit 99.1. For investors and observers, this signifies a moment to analyze Schwab's performance over the past few months, assess their financial health, and understand their position within the dynamic financial services industry. The ultimate strength of Schwab lies in its broad client reach and diversified service offerings. Its weakness could be its sensitivity to market fluctuations and intense competition. Alright, that is our breakdown of the Charles Schwab Corporation's latest report. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.